Welcome back to our series called Elaina's Experiments. Every Monday we bring in local STEM educators and enthusiasts to share ideas for experiments and demonstrations you can do at home. And I love this because the kids are back in school, so they're coming home, they're a little overwhelmed, and so I want to keep that learning going, but in a fun way. And this is so creative. We have our friend Melanie Pitcher from Idea Lab Kids in Northwest Bakersfield joining us. What did you make today?
So I'm going to show you a scaffolded craft.
Okay.
So we are going to mix electricity with like an arts and crafts. I'm a big, huge proponent of reading, but reading can be kind of blasé at the end of the day.
Right.
So I have come up with a really fun way to create like a tracker or, a bookmark. And so what I'm going to show you is a one-way circuit that also will light up your bookmark or your tracker.
Fun.
So even with your little readers or even your more advanced readers, this is still fun for them. Okay. So, and it also has some sensory components with fuzzy and some buttons and just really fun little things. So the first thing I'm going to show you is we're going to start with our materials. So we're going to have a button watch battery.
And we can get these at any store in that little battery case.
Yep. Amazon, anything like that. This is an LED light. It's also known as a diode. So a diode is a one-way circuit. Okay. So what we do is when we look at it, you're going to see two prongs. You're going to see a longer prong on the top, a shorter prong. So our longer prong is our positive stem. The shorter one is our negative. So of course, before we do any project, I always tell our friends, let's just go ahead and test our stuff. So what happens is when we attach this, just imagine like a loop. So we're going to actually take our button battery has a little plus side. It's a smooth side. Then you got your little snaky textured side. So when we go to test our battery, we're going to take our top positive stem and just kind of roll it over the battery, and if it lights up, that means that all of our components are working. So if you look at it, it looks like it's an oval. It's constantly connecting. If you do not have contact, you're not going to have anything. If you only have one side, you're not going to have anything.
It has to be a closed loop.
a closed one circuit. So now that we know that this works, I always tell my friends that this is what happens behind the light switch at home.
Right.
So now we have this, and you're actually able to take multiple batteries. I find that you can use 2 or 3. So I'm going to give you a little piece of tape, and what we have to do first is we're going to have to tape these diodes to this. And I just do them one on each side, so it kind of looks fun and funky like this.
I love it.
Or you can do them at an angle. But we're going to want to make sure that we do tape them both down so it looks like this.
Fun.
So we do have constant contact. Now you can use the flower and I'll use the heart. So what I do is I take the battery this way, and I'll kind of bend mine up because I have a heart. And so what we're going to do is we are going.
This is so cute.
So now we have this, and I'm going to give you a second piece of tape, and we're going to tape that entire closed loop
onto our bookmark.
I just kind of do it up high, kind of turn it over. So we have it like this. And these batteries last, if you have constant contact, for about 11 hours.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it's a pretty long time. And the diodes are pretty durable. We use them all the time for this type of thing.
Well, and this is fun problem solving too, because I am missing one of my circuits. So now we can talk with our friends about what are your problem solving? What do you need to do to figure out to close that loop again?
So now, mine looks like this.
How cute and fun.
And so when you're following, you're like, okay, I'm following, I'm doing this. You can see the nubs, or, the diodes are able to light up the words. You can put it into your bookmark and things like that. So this is a great way to kind of close a science lesson, plus give them a little something to encourage them to read, which is a really big deal. Reading is a huge deal these days with these kids.
It is. It's the best way to get that base education, is that good reading level.
It is. And when they have something fun, I always tell people 5 buttons. You have sensory going on, but 5 buttons for every 5 minutes that you read.
Perfect.
So,
I love this. Melanie, thank you.
You're welcome.
She has after-school programs available, homeschooling programs available. What's your website?
www.bakersfield.idealabkids.com.
Perfect. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to go read.